Let me. That is. Hello, fine people of the internet YouTube world. Hey, folks. It's kind of hard to quit peeking when you're in the room with me there, Chipper. Um, Fiddle fart around and stuff. Give everybody a chance to come in the room. Or whatever. The super stoked about the prodigal, though. That's but this I was trying to remember the name of the guy that was Dior's did a video response to him about the oldest gun or whatever. I had subscribed to his channel, but now I can't remember the name of the dude. And of course, it's not going to pop up. Right off the bat. Go figure. I put out a new video yesterday. Let me see if I can get him like that. Where I can't find him. I'm gonna find him. I'm going to find this person. I used to put one out a couple days ago. If the horse was in here, you could do, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. Well, that gun. Gun Wild 1 with 2 ends. There we go. GUNNWILD 1. Yeah, Gunwild 1. Thank you. Thank you, Chipper. That is exactly who I was talking about. Anyway, he did the oldest gun that you own thingamajigger or whatever. So, dadgummit. I may have to walk away from my live stream because I got to go get the notebook, which is out in the shed. Chipper, entertain everybody. I'll be right back. I was on my way out there and like, man, why should it not be that one, not that notebook? Yep. The oldest gun I have was the oldest gun I personally own was manufactured in March of 1935. We'll get to that one. Uh-oh. Hey, Walter. What did you tap dance to? Super. I wish I'd have been here for that. Always miss the good stuff. May not have anybody else come back to my live streams ever again. Let's see. There's actually a lot of the people that still come into my live stream or in another live stream right now. I'm not going to waste my time if a live stream gets more than I don't know, 100 people in there. It's, you know, if there's 300 or 400 people watching, but there's only 40 or 50 of them that are actually talking, and everybody that says something actually adds to the conversation, it's not bad. But I've never been able to enjoy a live stream where the people were trying to keep up with what they were talking about on the chat and talk when there was, 400 or 500 people and they're all running their heads at the same time. I mean, there's several channels that I really like that do live streams. But to get too many people in there. The people that I wish would do live streams won't ever do live streams. I almost got you on there. Oh, you cheated. You looked ahead and you were like, oh, he's got the camera the weird way. Sorry, guys. I tried to get it for you. She got several new blouses today. They were pretty. I like that green one and the. Which one had the really big sleeves? Was that the white one?
Purple.
Purple. No, they were all pretty. Anyways, 2 walls in here. Somebody guess. Well, I actually did this before when it was somebody else did the oldest gun you own challenge. I can't remember who started it last time. But this is my open challenge to anybody out there that watches this to do. And man, if you want to make it a response video or whatever, what's it called, a video response, you can make it to it's fine, baby. Gun Wild. Just I like seeing small channels do AT-board, do videos. I actually checked all the firearms. And actually, there's one in there that's older than mine, but technically it doesn't belong to me. So, well, no, technically to it, it's not mine. So, that one doesn't count. So. This driver does not. I want to jump ahead. People better get in here if they want to see this. We can bring it back. I guess we can bring it back out. Here's what the oldest gun I own is a Remington Model 514. It was manufactured or stamped, rather, March of 1935. Y'all seen this before? It's just the little single shot with no bolt handle thingy. Shot it like this for forever. It is open. There's no bulletinas. I learned to shoot with this rifle. This rifle is still a nail driver. It will shoot anything from 22 shorts to 22 long rifles. Short, long, and long rifle. I've looked for, before pre-internet, I used to try to find this replacement part, and I couldn't. I can buy a bolt for it, but then I would be replacing part of this gun. If I bought another bolt, the only thing I would be doing is ripping the handle out of the bolt and putting it in this bolt. Anyway, that's it. Jackrabbits, cottontails, various avian life forms, coyotes, skunk, a few felines. This thing has worked its entire life. Like I say, it's a Remington model 5 of 14. Found all the numbers, and you can barely read them. Getting the numbers off of this thing was the hard part. It's never been a safe queen. Never. Not a day in its life. It's been rained on. It's been carried in the snow. It's been carried in snowstorms. It has, it's been abused, and it wasn't new when I got it. That little rifle right there has been in my family since I was 6 years old. It was the first rifle I was ever allowed to carry by myself and disappear and go hunting with. Well, not disappear. Where I grew up, you had to walk a long ways to get out of sight. You could walk 2 miles and still be seen from the house if you had a good pair of glasses. And, 2.25 miles you could drop out of sight. The Cap Rock was right there. But you weren't allowed to go that way. You had to cross U.S. Highway 84. So we didn't do that. Spent my entire life on the U.S. Highway 84 corridor until, there's a couple of years here and there. Now y'all ready to see the Prodigal? I got a tube in there. My J.C. Higgins, which is actually a Stevens, because it's J.C. Higgins, Sears and Roebuck. 101.13. It's a Stevens Model 87 or something. Anyway, there's a lot of information on that one. Was made in 1946. So it's back there. That one I don't own anymore, even though it's my gun. That one belongs to my wife. That's another reason then I didn't say it was my oldest gun or whatever, because And she says, I don't own it anymore. So
It's in the house.
It's in the house, yes. Anyway, this is my favorite gun ever. Y'all seen it when I was shooting at an egg at 200 yards? That's what I was using. You'd shooting at an egg at 200 yards, wind blowing with, you know, there wasn't no bench, there wasn't no table. We was doing. Didn't we forever to hit that stupid egg? It was like 36 shots or something like that. But I did hit it. Anyway, y'all have seen these before. This is the Prodigal. Y'all have heard me talk about this before. This is a high standard 9.9. It is unloaded. 22 long rifle, double action, Western style pistol. Yeah, the handle got, or the grip, whatever. But they epoxied it back together. It works. I shot at the first thing I did was say thank you. Second thing I did was put 9 rounds in it and go shoot it. When I got it back, this was purchased at Gibson's in 19. What was it? I don't know, lost paper.
11D3.
Yeah. Ah.
September 13th, 1973.
September 13th, 1973. By the best mom in the whole wide world. And the rest of that information is none of y'all's business.
The telephone number was kind of cool.
Yeah. It's part of the telephone number is literally part. There's letters in there. Anyway, it's the warranty card. This was my mother bought this. Come with literature, telling you to have a good time, be safe. Yes, my sister brought this to me. I never expected this. It's got the part sheet for it or whatever. How to load it, how to aim it, how to safely operate it, yada yada yada. And like it's seen better days, but check this out. She had it in the box. Well, she had it in a plastic case, but there's box. I was like, you still got the box? She goes, yeah. But when she headed up country, she took this with her so she would have something to protect herself. But this is not just one like it, but this is the handgun I learned to shoot a pistol with. This is why I will always be partial to a double action pistol. They're just better than a semi-automatic pistol. The end. The end. You can put more bullets in them, but trust me, you're gonna need them. So, anyway. This gun is not for sale. This gun will never be for sale. So I'll take it out, and I was looking at it, and I was like, oh man, that looks neat. That's clean. Wow, that's still in good shape. Wow. I hadn't shot it in, what'd she say, 15 years?
15 years.
15 years. Probably need to be cleaned. I'm like, what? There might have been some dust bunnies on the outside of the case, but she cleaned it before she put it up. So, anyway, yeah, I said that's part of it. That is awesome. Been trying to get her to give you that gun for, she left in the 80s. Let's put it this way. Every time she would come for a visit or we would go for a visit, it would come up in conversation. The answer was always no. And then this time I popped off about it, and she goes, do you want it? I'm like, yes. And then she was headed down here earlier this morning. I'm like, don't forget to bring the pistol. She goes, do you still want it? I'm like, yes. It was funny, though. She handed me the box, and there was nothing. At first, there was nothing in it, and then she handed me she had taken the pistol out. She thinks she's funny. So, yeah. That's it. That was the those guns. There's no telling how long that gun sat on the shelf at Gibson's. Oh, do you want to know how much they paid for it? The price, the sticker. Is it on there? Yeah. The sticker is on the box. Hold on, let me see if I can get that focus in there. $53. If I found one of these for sale, if I walked into Jibo's and they had 10 of these on sale for $63, we would be out a lot of money, and you would be okay with it, because then I would just put the box out. One of them I would wear out. The other 9 we would just put on the shelf and wait for today to get here, and then we would buy me a bass boat. Rough ones are about $350, $400.
Shoot, even mine was like $200 something.
Yours? No, yours was $390. We did talk him down a little bit. We finally got him talked down. We told him we'd pay him cash right there on the spot, and he'd come down to $350. But one like this, or one if the box wasn't busted or whatever, these things are right at $900 now. Some of them can go higher if they're whatever. Trying to remember the name of the manufacturer that made one that was like this, but it looked more like the Security 6. It was a K-frame 22, I believe it was called. Those little revolvers, if in the box new, like total collector, still virgin or whatever, those things go for like $2,000 to $2,500, depending on the bar or something crap like that. Yipper. The leather sheath that it was kept in for my entire youth, and most of the time she had it, got pretty rough, so she got rid of it. And it was a copycat of a U.S. Cavalry holster. You had the flap over the top and everything. I think it was an extra like $10 or whatever when he bought the gun, or when she bought the gun. So, he even said U.S. on it. This wasn't a Taurus, and I could ask Doug. He's the one that owns it. How about who in here? What was this? Going to be Walt Tibor, 1934 and 36 Winchester 22. Ooh, cool. Chipper doesn't have any old guns. He just, like, if one gets any miles on it at all, he just throws it away and goes to the store and gets a new one. He doesn't collect them. He treats them like scrap iron. He's got no respect for firearms at all. Hey, Clifford. But yeah, I've got to do a catch and cook now. I've got to shoot a rat or squirrel or lizard, barn owl, something. She's joking about the barn owl, but with these two, I've shot so many rabbits with that pistol. It's not even funny. We just go spotlighting in the wheat fields. We knew the owner, and it was all good. He had the turn all the way around the fields, because he didn't particularly like all them rabbits out there anyway. He had about every, I don't know, every so many terraces, it was okay to drive down the top of the terrace. And we go cruising and shooting rabbits. It was a whole lot easier to hang out of a truck window and shoot one with that than it was with rifles. There you go. Running around, hanging out the window, a pickup truck with 4-wheel drum brakes, no seatbelts. I think 3 or 4 of them in the back of the truck with guns. I don't know. Right. Anyway, yeah. We said I honestly can't believe any of us survived. But the missus asked if any of y'all got to see the eclipse. Yeah, see, Chipper, that's what I'm telling you. I mean, you got to get out more. I mean, when they talk about them having a magazine or whatever, it's not like, it's not a one time you read through it, throw it away. That's where you put the bullets. And it's a single shot. And that just means they'll only shoot one at a time. It's not like, one of those little zip flares or whatever. It's not just, and then you're through. They're not like Roman candles. But you said you're going to do that later. It is later. You're going to like trap me in my own, try to trap you in your words stuff.
It's later.
I let it go, boss lady. You stay over there in the kitchen and you cook my lunch. Don't so glad that was Zoe. Who was Nick? Asian long bean. They're still making out there. Oh man, she threw me one that was all fluffy. She did that on purpose because she knew if it was a snap, I was just gonna go. It's just the kind of person she is. Let's see. Still tastes okay. Oh man, that sucks, Chipper. Oh wait, it wasn't. I didn't even think about it. We didn't get a total eclipse. We got like a what about 95% ring. Yeah. If we'd have gone,
If we went to Midland.
yeah, Midland was 100%, but we could have gone. We could have gone to Big Springs, and it would have been close enough. So we didn't have to deal with anybody else trying to find a good spot. We were right here next to good parking. I got to see however many hundreds of years ago when we saw an eclipse like that went over, we saw it do that with the was something, yeah. But it wasn't as the angle of the dangle wasn't as cool as it was on this one anyway. We'd have just been over there in the shade of the tree watching the eclipse on the wall of the house. If we'd have remembered, it was just awesome. We walked around there to do something. Look at a chicken. And then I was like, wow. And there was people walking around, letting the light dance on them and all kinds of stuff. Really flipping cool. I don't know if anybody hadn't seen it yet. There's a short on YouTube of it, and I got it over on Instagram if you want to see it. I shared it because it's pretty awesome. It's awesome. That's kind of cool though. That's trying to remember. That's how many total eclipses of the sun like that have gone over my head in my lifetime. I guess it's just Texas. Texas gets to see all the cool stuff. I guess we're conveniently located in the path of the shadow of the other one's going to go at a different in April next year. There's one coming, but it's coming up from the bottom, which is weird. I guess because of the tilt of the planet or the frisbee or the mechanism that it's actually not the moon that's going to be in the way. It's one of the mirrors that's supposed to reflect the light onto some other part and melt the snow in the great ice wall at the ring so that the fresh water can flow back in that melts from the dome or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really understand the eclipse on the flat Earth. I sort of kind of figure out how it works on a round one. Yeah, that was it. Where's all the peoples at? There's usually more peoples in here than this. What did they do? I guess they should have put up there something about the Middle East. I guess that's all anybody people care about right now. It's just so cool. $63. Hot standard. Made in Hamden, Connecticut. Pretty good stuff for a Yankee. Yankee made device. It smells really good. It's a wonder one of us hadn't starved to death over the past 30 years. 3,300. Up until we both started doing our own cooking, we stayed skinny though. Oh, and see, that's what I wondered about. I mean, I don't know.
What?
The whole flat Earth thing, again, I'm just trying to figure it out. That'd be a lot of trouble making a flat Earth. I mean, I'm not saying God couldn't do it. It would just be, if you're sitting there playing with clay, it's a whole lot easier to roll a ball.
Well, maybe he got agitated and just smashed it. And it's like, hey, that'll work.
That would explain what happened to dinosaurs. And why so many people got flat heads? Just fix all of it. And all the rest of the stuff that we can see out there that's actually around really is. Just we're the ones that dadgum it. He's like, oh, party. He said, I'm just put this.
This is my parent. Gonna love him and
squeeze him and do him for.
George.
I'm going to invent something called a tornado, and I'm going to throw it in there into the salad bowl, and I'm going to teach him to play with them. Getting alligators and giant salamanders and leeches and fleas and ticks and mosquitoes. I'm going to give them this thing called a mosquito. Yeah, and wasps.
And the stupid little gnats even. They're just as annoying.
Yeah, gnats and dociums and chiggers. You know, the red mites and stuff, those are cool. They're going to like those. Everybody's going to be like, oh, they're so pretty. Then I'm going to make lady better than the tiny ones you can't see.
That's it. Well, if everybody like the red velvety ones, then they'll like the little baby ones. Everybody like babies.
Everybody likes baby. Yeah. Except for that whole part where the little baby ones drill into you or drop a little maggot on you that bores a hole in your body and eats on you for 2 days, taking nasty bathroom breaks in your body. And if you're allergic to them, it's just miserable. I hate chickens.
Well, that's what all babies do is poop and eat. They just got confused on the crime. They make you cry instead of them crying.
Yeah, there's that. I have to go squish the cabbage. Ow, did we put any butter in it yet?
You said wait.
Oh, I did, didn't I? I'm going to go squish the cabbage and put some butter and I'll be right back.
Just drop a whole stick in there.
That's what. You just sit over there and make my sandwiches. Don't worry about how quick you get. I really have to take this picture off. Stop starting. Okay. Hey, Pema. I chased that rabbit hole because it was a lot of fun, and whenever they made it against the rules to talk about it on here, I was just like, oh man, I had some of the best conversations with people about that. I love that rabbit hole. And they took it away. I don't believe the Earth is the size they tell us it is. That's completely different. That has nothing to do with science. That has something to do with the way the airplanes fly and don't fly, and how the only place in the entire ocean that doesn't have any kind of islands or anything is right where some old boy said there was all kinds of land. I'm just saying, nobody's allowed to fly down there. Nobody's allowed to ship down there. It's just weird. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. You never see a Rockefeller or anything like that. Never see any old money. All you see is upstarts and wannabes, and you don't ever see what is it, the Microsoft dude and the Apple dude and the Tesla dude and the pillow dude and all the different dudes that are billionaires or whatever. I'm talking, you never see the people that are banking for these people. The people who actually have the wealth that it shows on paper that Bezos and all them have. You just never see the real money. The people with the real money. So, yeah. Hey, man. Forget you, man, in C103 and all you people. What time is it? Yeah, that's what. Do y'all want to rewind, or y'all want me to show y'all what we're talking about? Just want me to make y'all go back and watch the first 45 minutes, so you'll know what we're talking about. I should make y'all watch it over. No, Oh, this gun. This one again, not loaded. You no got it, no projectiles. Uh, so Remington model. I got to look over there because I don't have it memorized. 514. It was made in 1930, March of 1935. That's the oldest firearm I own personally. Yeah, had all kinds of fun with it. And today, my sister gave this to me. She said she hasn't shot it in 15 years, so she didn't have a use for it. This is the 22 pistol I learned to shoot. The very one. The paperwork for purchasing this firearm is in the box. The price of this firearm was a rip-roaring $63 brand new. In September 13th, 1972.
73.
73. I thought I might get that right for a change.
September 13th.
September 13th, 73. Got the box, all the paperwork. Yeah. Boy, they were talking this thing up in this box. See, partridge type front sight, quick loading and ejection, swing out 9-shot cylinder, quick draw Western frame, fast double action, clean, crisp trigger pull, authentic Western grip, super smooth single action, non-snag rear sight. And all of that for a measly $63. Which was half a week's wages or better for a lot of people back then. It was down there. If you average out, because mom didn't get to work all year long, that was a week's wages. We worked seasonal. I didn't get to shoot it for another 2 years, I guess. Year and a half or so. I was somewhere around 11 when this gun was bought. I did not know that my mother had bought it. I thought my brother did because I never literally, I didn't know the gun existed until for a couple of years. So there was. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah. Okay, there it is. She bought it when? September 13th, 1973. September 10th, 1973, a group of 5 Palestinian terrorists seized the Saudi Arabian embassy in Paris and held 15 employees hostage, demanding the release of blah, 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 blah. The world was coming apart. My mom went and bought a handgun. I was thinking about it. That was right about the time that mom went full on prepper. So. Oh, this one is just barely younger than my mom, right? It's it was 35 and she was what, 32 or the next runner up to that rifle that I had here was they manufactured them between 1946 and 1950. They didn't put identifying marks on it so you could tell what year. So they were manufactured at the same factory as the other ones were. They just put a different stamp on them because they were made for a company that wanted their own branded firearms. They were made by Stevens and branded J.C. Higgins and Sears. Mine says J.C. Higgins and Sears Roebuck on it, both. But it's just the one model number. It says J.C. Higgins manufactured for Sears and Roebuck. So, yeah. Maybe just a little bit more mustard. Not like a whole lot. Don't go crazy. What is wrong with you? No. There you go. We're doing all the cooking for tomorrow today. I peeled like 4 potatoes and boiled a dozen eggs. And failed at producing a picture. What else have I done? That's about it, isn't it? It was really close, baby. So if you put some little bit of mustard in it, it was fun. Just go.
Oh, wait. The mustard off was fun, but I ain't putting no mayonnaise in my mouth.
She's so funny. I like her.
Is it still cold out there? Oh.
A little nippy.
Is the wind blowing?
When I went out there a while ago to see if I could find that egg server, I stood outside, just my t-shirt. I put a jacket on.
Okay. I joke about it or whatever. My wife really She could if she wanted to tell me yes or no on stuff like that, but I'm not gonna. My wife isn't property, so I'm not gonna go out and spend a bunch of money on my hobby. If unless I'm not gonna blow money on something that I love and nobody else in my family does. If um, I have a mortgage and car payments and this, that, and everything else. If you know, if we have bought stuff that we probably should have held off on, but it was after we talked about it. There was been times that I just went and bought stuff and I didn't ask. It was okay because it's just the way it works. It never occurred to me to just go and well, that first SKS, I just went and got an SKS, but we needed it. So, but then again, I'm not an avid gun collector. I actually sold a gun the other day just because I didn't have any use for it. So, I actually got another one that I would sell in a heartbeat. A couple more actually. Most expensive thing I bought without talking to you about. I'm trying to think what it was. I've come home with more than one truck. But you knew I was looking for trucks. So because technically we had already talked about it. Me and my wife have never been well, we've literally always been wings on the same bird. We
Lots of times they resemble a dodo bird, but
every bird's got to have an ass. So, and I'm referring to myself, honey. So, in case I didn't make that perfectly clear. I'll never understand how there's always too much of that stuff.
because you add stuff to it.
You don't add that's like whatever. It's like a ditch. You can't ever get all the dirt back in the ditch because there's not room for it. You got to make a pile, and then.
But that's okay. Deviled eggs should be piled up,
right.
So you have more deviled egg stuff.
But then 2 weeks later, you go out there and there's a ditch again. Stuff just doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's because you put a bunch of air in it. Maybe that's why it's okay to eat deviled eggs a lot because they're mostly air. I just made that up. Yeah, we should have talked before we went to the grocery store today. That's for sure. We didn't either one of us talk to each other, and then we both spent $254 or whatever it was, 200 something. We slapped the piss out of $250.
Yeah, but we really didn't buy that much.
We did well. We did and we didn't. Some of the stuff we bought, we knew it was expensive stuff, but it was stuff we were out of, and it's going to last a considerable while. And blah blah blah. Still, when you go in there for some spaghetti sauce and milk, and you walk out
we knew we needed bread.
Well, and
then
the bread. But then some person, and one of these days I'm going to find him and tell him to quit talking. Suggested that we just go aisle by aisle and make sure we don't need anything. That guy's a jerk. For one thing, he makes people tired. And for the other thing, he always makes us spend money. That's not okay. So. And see, there's a lot of people like that, but we've always had one bank account.
Yeah, there's no way.
And
If you can't trust me with your money, you don't need to trust me in your household. End of story.
And it's weird. I would look at the bills and, man, there's no way this is going to work, man. I'd be sweating it, and I'd be like, I give my little bit ass paycheck to my wife, and then the next thing you know, she's giving me money back for smokes and cokes and whatever. Lunch money, what's it called it? She basically didn't think I needed to be out of the house without cash. And then she made all the bills work. To this day, I don't know how she did that. I swear she's some kind of genie or something. She'd take 2 pennies and rub them together, and dimes would just start falling out.
Lots of praying.
But kids weren't never naked. Well, other than the times that
Only the times they chose.
they chose to be naked and run around and play in the mud and climb trees. Well, at least he had his clothes on every time he would jump out of a tree and break something. I think he was mostly naked at one time. Come to think of it. But anyway, you want me to test some of those? Make sure they're all do quality control. What if with the egg white, the balance, the flavor isn't correct? Guess we'll find out tomorrow when all the people are here. Oh, and see, now we've done that. When I had my own business, we had the business money, and then I got paid, but that was different. She was still in control of the business money anyway. It didn't make no damn difference. We have one rule to keep us from going bankrupt. I was not in charge. I was allowed to carry the checkbook because I could be trusted, but I was not in charge of the checkbook. I tried that once. 14 days. We're not doing that again. The inability to do math is not worth 14 days of your life. I'm going to kill the camera and go, well, no, it's been an hour. Y'all need to keep going for a little bit, or y'all have to tell me. There's only 8 of us in here. It's not like we're changing the world with our conversation or anything. And see, that's it. All only that's minutes. Like, that's why there's different people. Craig and them, they're that way. They got their own. Each one got their own deal or whatever.
say, if you can't trust me enough to be in charge of a bank account, then I don't have to be in your house.
Well, there's some women out there that they shouldn't have trusted
Yeah,
them.
but I didn't ever run to the salon or have
Right.
to get my nails done or want to go shopping. Because shopping sucks.
You shop more now than you ever did before, and you still don't spend any money.
Well, I go to the bargain stores
Yeah.
when I do go.
And,
And I'm the tight one.
and I just made it sound like you go all the time. You don't. That's the deal. She doesn't shop. If she decides she wants to get something for the grandkids, she's going to do some shopping. But
But I'm the tight one.
But
so.
she don't spend money.
You want me to work 27 hours to buy what?
Yeah.
No,
We weren't pretend poor people coming up. We were actually poor people. We would have the same thing for supper 3 or 4 days in a row. And we liked school. We liked being in school because that way you knew you were going to get lunch. And it wasn't going to be rice with beef broth or something uber plain. Which, to my mother's credit, I never missed a meal. Never, not once. Not on her account.
I sure did get tired of that stupid government powdered milk, though.
Yeah, government powdered milk was rough.
It was horrible.
We didn't hardly ever get the peanut butter. People always talking about the peanut butter. We didn't hardly ever get it. We got the cheese some though.
Oh, and that was the best cheese ever.
Um,
The only one that comes close, I think, is Tomo.
yeah, and that was. I know I made a good grilled cheese. Back then, though, bread was so cheap. I mean, you could afford to feed your freaking family bread. What that? Yeah, $5 a loaf for that Mrs. Baird's crap now or something like that. That is stupid. I'm a.
Somebody could listen to you. Did anybody go to TV phone doing?
I don't know. Nobody said.
Guys don't try to help me answer.
Nobody answered me if y'all want me to stay here or y'all want me to get out. Or y'all want me to leave y'all? Y'all want me to leave y'all alone and get on with your life, or do y'all want to go outside with me and smoke a cigarette? That's what I need to know.
What were you using for this?
My fingers. Seriously, I haven't put anything in there yet, baby. You doubt my.
Well, yes, because
Still
you always tell me,
finger-
don't use your hands. It's a lot.
Well, that's because you put your hands in like molten lava all the time and stuff. I had a freaking thing of cold butter in my hand. I used it to poke the what is that stuff called? Cabbage down in the hot water, and then I put the butter on top of it, and then wipe my fingers off. And actually put my fingers in the hot water. That's stupid. What? I got no one else to listen at. Oh, Rob, when did you get here, Rob? You've been, what do you call it?
Working?
Lurking? Where are my cigarettes? Thanks. Too. All right. Well, yeah, I made those to put them in that thing back there, I think. Anyway, we'll kill the camera and we'll go outside. If y'all are still here when I get there, I'll keep talking to you. If not, I'll just talk to my imaginary friend. Ooh, Rob, did you see what I got yet? Oh, let me go. We'll talk about it outside.
I can take it out there to defend myself.
Okay.
I don't know if the signal strength is strong. I'll carry all the chairs around.
Yeah.
Very carefully. Let me put this in the pocket. It's very special pocket. Ooh, that battery's hot. It's not a good sign, is it? Listen to me getting some coffee. Man, the house smells like good food. No, sirs. Nope. Out. Come on. Come on out. Get down. Woo-hoo. Should have grabbed my jacket. Get down. I already fed y'all. It's not happening, man. I fed y'all before I did this. You got leftover pot roast. Not because it was bad, but because I love you. I'm not going to give you dog food on top of that.
The wind's blowing that way. I didn't think there was a wind, but when you're walking that way, you can really feel it.
No. I'm out of whiskey, actually. I don't have any. I don't have a stitch of whiskey in the house. Got a little tequila, some vodka, and not a drop of bourbon.
What is R&R?
Much blended whiskey. I didn't know we had any.
Oh, I thought there was some.
And there may be, but I noticed that my stockpile diminished for a little bit. I can't drink. Well, I can drink a little bit. Just got to be really careful not to do it every day. Do not want to jinx myself. How long? I don't even want. I don't want to say it out loud, but it's been a bit since I woke up screaming in agony. I think that has to do with them shots. That is the best $75 I ever spent in my life. I had those 2 beers with Leland the other day, and I didn't have a headache even. Is it just me, or do your laces look white now?
Yeah, basically.
Because of the yellow light. That's so cool. My son got my wife some high vis shoes. They're cool. I want some. But
They don't weigh nothing.
they don't weigh nothing. They flip flops that weigh more than that. So check the bottles. There's probably a hole in the top, Rob. Um, and you got to be careful. Some of them cats and mice and stuff, they've learned how to use straws. So you got to be really, really careful. He probably doesn't have them in a continually air conditioned environment. Probably what's happening. And the bottles get hot and they leak out. Sorry, Rob. Didn't mean to do that. I can't believe I'm thinking about going back in the house and grabbing a jacket. It's not cold. That breeze is a little cool. It feels good though. It's way better than out here still sweating to death. At least it's not 104. Thank you, God. It's I will take 57 or whatever it is. Y'all two quit it. I ain't petting either one of you. You either hide or you the cat. Go on. Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. Go lay down. Shoo, 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 shoo. Shoo, you bother me. What is the temp up there, Robert? You're a little further north. Okay, that's it. Go on, get.
There's a flashlight right there.
It is. Stop, stupid chihuahua. I checked on the way. Oh, $50. Man, I got you beat. It's 56.5 or something here. Oh, the old school maraschino cherries. That's confession time. My first drunk, I was 9, I guess. My mom got maraschino cherries to put on the ham, and that was a whooping. Me and my little sister halved them, and then I drank all the juice. I was sick. And I got a whooping. And Mom did not go buy more maraschino cherries for the ham. We had ham with pineapple. And then everybody was mean to me. I'm sorry y'all missed out. Well, I guess most everybody wouldn't have got to see it. Right? Did you take any? Did you get to look at the solar eclipse, Rob? Much? I did. I don't even know if it went over y'all really. I honestly didn't pay attention to the track after it got done with us. You should have been able to see. You should. I don't know if you got a. We didn't get a full ring of fire here. We got a. Like I say, we got like 95% circle. No, there's some foxes out back, and we got some young bobcats, and yeah, we got critters. Why didn't I know you were doing a live stream? I still don't know you did a live stream. Got no notification or anything. That sucks. I'm gonna go get a jacket. That breeze is just a little much. I'll let y'all have a little more food, maybe. But I fed y'all. Fed y'all at 6 o'clock, which might have been a little early. But granted, I actually thought about it. I've got a bucket. Quit. Dog snot on this. So, Rob, did you get to see what my sister gave me or not? Let me see how informative this angle is. Oh. This house. Hey, don't freak out, Rob. I keep having to change one of the breakers. I disconnect the dryer and hook up the welder. Go in there. Don't even pay any. Don't even look at that, man. Yeah, it was the wheel gun. This is literally, again, it's not got no dingy dingies in it. He don't like this. This is what yours is what I scared him with. That dog thinks that this is the devil. But anyway, this is literally the gun, the pistol I learned to shoot on. No idea how stoked I am about having this thing back. So flipping easy to shoot. It's just awesome. It's a high standard 9.22 caliber. It's a Western style double action revolver. You pull the trigger and it'll go bang or whatever. It's holds 9 rounds, and it's double action. There goes the weird sounding fox again. I honestly thought she was pulling my leg when she told me I could have it. Literally. And then, she could have took me to the cleaners on it too. She could ask me for anything I had in the house for trade, and I'd give it to her. Well, I wouldn't have given her my Security 6, but I'd have given her the Beretta. That little Ruger. Whatever she asked for. But she's got 2 other handguns that she does actually keep with her. She's got a couple little lady guns that she keeps.
She lived in Portland forever. She had to have a
Yeah,
gun.
she had to have a gun. But the one she keeps on her or whatever it fits in her pocket. So. And she's got a lot of nerve damage in her arm, so she can't handle anything that's got any kind of recoil or any weight to it. So Other than the nerves in her arms or whatever, she's pretty healthy. Yeah, and it's black even. I'm gonna chain it down well away from the ammunition so it can't get me while it's in the case. I have a holster here just waiting for me to get done doing all this petting and loving and stuff. And I already made a holster for the thing. I'm gonna stain it. I'm gonna stain it black before I use it. I used a similar pistol to form it, so it'll be really close. But I will wrap that in saran wrap, dip the holster, and then put some rice on it and a couple of 10-pound weights, and I'll let it set overnight. And then it will probably be my daily carry for a while, just because. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can afford ammo for it, so I can do regular daily shooting drills if I want to. I don't think they make a speed loader for it, so that's the problem. You used to be able to load it pretty fast. This is wait, my mom can't get me now. She's pretty sure she can't hear me from Wilson. Anyway, it's just what I learned to do quick draw with. Literally, this is what I learned to quick draw with. I almost shot myself in the foot so many times. That's when I learned you do you practice getting it out of the holster a whole lot more than you do the actual shooting. So. Never did get stupid quick anyway. I would have never been a Doc Holliday or anything like that. So. If that Chiappa had been a 22, I'd probably try to get back into it a little bit. But I'd be running shorts in it. If can you even buy shorts anymore? Has anybody seen a 22 short? Oh, thank you, Sid. That the yeah, the little the all the little crescents on the patio and the back wall and stuff. That was I wish I'd have spotted that when it was the whole thing. It would have just been rings everywhere. But there was 6 adults and 1 child that was interested in their quills. We stood over there in the same little patch of grass all morning. We'd look at it. We'd all take turns looking. Then we'd talk for a few minutes, and then we'd all take turns looking. Had a number 11 lens in my welding hood, and then put a number. I wanted a number 10 or number 9 or 10, and the only thing left in the welding supply store was 2 5s. So that's what Leland brought, and we couldn't get the 2 5s in there, so we had the 11 and the 5, which it didn't blind any of us. So we got my sister her chicken coop. I got my pistol, and we watched the eclipse, and me and the missus stayed until it was pretty much over, and then we went to the store and bought a month's worth of groceries thereabouts. And then now we're cooking a week's worth of it for a meal tomorrow. I don't know, that'd be enough for you and me to eat for a while in there. I missed that by the double shadows. The weird shadow, and then you would have another shadow. How your shadow wasn't right.
Fuzzy or something.
Yeah, it's cool. I honestly didn't know you were running a string. I'll have to go back and watch it. Was it on the Rob Painless channel or the Painless Brothers, or one I don't know about? Let me see here. Right there on Painless is live. Well, dadgummit. Well, I couldn't have been in the live stream then anyway. We were doing the things instead of whatever. I'll go watch it after this is over with. For sure. There goes that can again. I need to. Oh, excuse me. I need to get that in the dumpster. Hello, Sherry Lynn. I thought so. I was like, wait a minute, isn't that Rob's sister? I was like, that. Maybe she should, as a thumbnail picture or whatever, or a little, what's it called, avatar picture. She ought to put one of your baby pictures up there. That'd scare off all the, what do you call it, scary dudes. It took me a minute. I am a Southerner. Or not. He was adorable. That's what my brothers and them used to say about me, but they were still trying to put me in a burlap bag with kittens. Um, if it weren't for my mother's loving supervision, I probably wouldn't be here. Apparently, my brothers and them thought I was a little bit on the annoying side. I don't know why. Um, they had the impression that I was spoiled or something. And it wasn't that I was spoiled, it was just my mother was tired by the time she got to me. I mean, I was number 5 for crying out loud. And Naomi, she had to deal with Naomi before me, so that would wear anybody out. Actually, honestly, the one that made her tired was Anthony. He had rheumatic fever when he was little. You know, he was pretty sure she was going to lose him. They told her, I believe, that she would be lucky if he made it to 12. Then he made it to 12, and he made it to 13. Okay. Now you got me wondering. Wondering where that is. I've lived a few places in Texas. I've done a lot of work in every one of them. Browntown, Plainview, um, Arkansas. Well, what's that? Texarkana, uh, Post, Schneider. Quit. Oh yeah, I used to actually go get lunch in Seagraves. Wellman. I worked at Wellman I did a lot of work in Wellman. Seagraves right up the road. Yeah, Seagraves would have had a good view of the Duma Flicker if the wind wasn't blowing. Um, one thing I like about Seagraves is them giant uh, worms that they harvest the spice and stuff from that live in them dunes that blow all over the place over there. Almost as bad as Wilson. My greatest aspiration when I was younger, I wanted to put that big trailer manufacturing play. Well, I didn't want to put them out of business, but I wanted to take a lot of their business over there at Seagraves. That PJ Trailers, man, they make good trailers. They probably make the best trailers in Texas, but they can make them cheaper than everybody else because of who makes them. So I love building trailers. It's like, to me, it would be a hobby. It wouldn't even be work. That place is amazing, though. They do everything jig. They cut the pieces over here. They ship them over there. They tack them, then they weld them out. Then they paint them, then they put the tires on them. I don't even think they put tires on them until they're delivered. See, Chip knows what I'm talking. You've never heard that? What is wrong? Oh, we're cooking. Never mind. I was like, what is wrong with that machine? And I don't think they sell them there. You actually have to buy them from a distributor. They won't sell them directly out of the factory. Yeah, you get a better trailer for, I don't know, across the board. You're going to save $500-$600 every time. They're made by Mennonites. You don't have to be a Mennonite to sell them, but I thought she was talking about the trailers. She said she's talking about the worms. Yeah, it's from the movie Dune. Sherry Lynn. I was making fun of the dirt blowing over there. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, unless something's changed, in a very short distance, there's some sandy soil over there. It's not as bad as over there by Sundown, though. Did a lot of work in Sundown, too. A lot of work in Sundown. I hated that, right? That dirt always blows even if the wind isn't. What do you want, you old bastard? Anybody want a 1,000,000-year-old dog? He's for sale. You're cold, man. You are. You're cold. You're cold. Yeah, south of La Mesa's got a little bit of sand too. Literally, the sand starts getting worse. There's a line kind of runs through Hermley, well, between Hermley and Snyder, and then one side it's like clay E, and then it gets sandy, and then the further west you go, it's like they just ran out of dirt and they just use sand. We're actually on the sandy side here, but we drove through two big old giant playa lakes today. Well, not through them, but the road went through them, and they're full again.
Stop.
No, it's great. How many of y'all still got your no, I can't remember exactly. Matt A's Prepping and Survival Maps. Your maps shirt. I love this thing. I need to get my Kiss shirt out. My whatchamacallit, Corsair trainers that Dior's got. I haven't got to wear it yet. Oh, hold on, I missed something. He actually did a video, put a video out the other day. Said he was going to do some more, but he hasn't. So there's that. And Rob, I got birds flying north of me, and I got birds flying south of me. I don't have like maybe one bird every 30 minutes flies over here. It's like this is a no-fly zone or something. I don't know what's going on. And it's weird. They could fly. I haven't been shooting at them, so I don't understand why they're not flying here. They're getting shot
You go sit down.
north, and they're getting shot south, but they're still flying there. I guess that's why they're getting shot there, because that's where they're flying. So, y'all are so pathetic. The cranes just started coming over. When does season start on the cranes? I need to get my thing. Those I can hit. They're they're bigger. Need to go up there and go back over to that one little playa lake just north of the feedlot and take the metal detector, see if I can. I'm 99% sure I lost it there. I need to check. Y'all just got adoring pieces, aren't you? Sadie, now you're just being a witch. Quit it. I mean, she bought me Kirsten got me another one. I don't know if I showed y'all this. It's the same style. I can't really see it. Anyway, it's the same style as the other one, but this time she got my owner's name put in it. It says property of Liz on there, which was a little confusing. Since it's my ring. No, it just says Liz. Back to having a fidget spinner though, which is all I use the other for anyway. And this same thing, it's this ring fits snug, and now it's cool, and it's trying to slide off. So that's what happened to the other one. I don't mind changing wedding bands that much. I'm not changing wires again. That's trouble. I was actually looking for a wedding ring. When all of a sudden, boom, daughter comes home with this one. Well, I confess that I have squeezed all the stuff out of worms before, and uh, laid them in the sun for a bit, made them just to see if I could. They're not good, but you can eat them. I tried to do it while they were still juicy. That's beyond my capabilities. I can't eat worm jerky though. That is doable. They're chewy as crap. Okay, in the spirit of not shooting these useless animals, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me a cup of coffee and some dog food. Stay. Yeah, it smells amazing in there. Okay, here's the bowl, baby. Okay. Baby. It's more conditioned response. They can't be hungry. They're all acting like I didn't feed them a while ago. And I had a silicone one for a bit, but well, my wife's hyper allergic to silicone, so we don't keep it around. Silicone and latex. Man, I gave them like a massive amount of food a while ago.
Well, and that the scraps I took out of the fridge, I brought out here to them.
Really? Y'all acting like y'all starving to death and y'all been fed like kings all day long. This cigarette is too tight. It is not going to smoke. You remember the name of it, Walter? Into like major catastrophe movies that were actually good. Light of My Life, Survivalist, dadgummit, Here Alone, I believe is the name of the one where it's the one with the fungus is making everybody crazy. But the whole thing is about a woman and then a man and a young lady that wind up running together. Hey, hi, Sadie, quit it. That's his food. Back up. I'll bust your ass. Go. You will not do that. Will not do that. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one. The Road, Book of Eli. The one with the two kids trying to make it across the country is kind of stupid, but it's good. There's a short one. It's on, you can find it on YouTube. That's like 10 or 15-minute little short movie with Piers Morgan, I believe is the guy's name. I can't remember the name of it, but that is a good short story, short movie, whatever you call it. Let's see. 28 Days Later. But that's a zombie movie. That didn't count. trying to stay away from the zombie ones because I think all the zombie ones are all stupid. The one where the kid, probably 16, 17 years old, and finds a girl that's pregnant or whatever, and they're trying to make it to his uncle's house or whatever. It was okay. The premise was good, but they didn't tie the weirdos and her together that good. It could have been directed better, but there's the really bad ones. There's a lot of those out there. How it ends was good, and that's it. Just left you on the cliff. You still don't know after all that, and just, I still think they wound up biting it. Like, I'll have to look that up, and I should. 1 second after. The early seasons of The Walking Dead was good. Never did like Fear the Walking Dead. It was drama from day one. Yeah, books. They're out there. How many people on here have listened to Scott Medberry's stuff on here? If you haven't enjoyed Scott Medberry's stuff, he's got a YouTube channel. Just search him and do the America Falls thing, and man, yeah, it's I've gone through all of them twice now. And there's another one, for the life of me, I can't remember what it's 90% of people on the entire planet die from some virus, and there's like the other 10% survive, and that was a good series. I liked it right up until the time they defeated Negan, and then it was like, whatever. And I can't remember the name. Wayne Graves sent me the books. Some kind of pink light comes across and makes all the kills all the vehicles and makes gunpowder not work anymore. Basically, anything that was used to wage war beyond the Dark Ages was made ineffectual. Yeah, exactly. Was that text me all that the information about those Rob or Oliver or whoever, and I'll see if I can find them. I guess I don't know that one. That's easy, Sherry Lynn. You just move in really close to the computer. The closer you are, the bigger the picture will be. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, you can buy a bigger monitor. That works too, Palmetto. Well, the temperature is not going up, is it? That's why I try to do so much on my phone, because I could just get in real close if I have to. Yeah, The Shining was good. Not the Shining. The Stand. The Stand was good. The Stand was actually really scary. But Scott Midbury's stuff, the America Falls or whatever, that was just like, that's something that could happen, and that would just be horrible. I'm not a big fan on super hot food, Palmetto. The jalapenos that we grow are called Fool Jews. They have no heat to them at all. When I make salsa, the heat comes from the onions, and that's it. That's funny. I don't think it was $100. If he wants to get rid of it, I got $100. Actually, this is all the other ones were more fun to think about, like the solar flare or the EMP or even the virus type things, or uh, economic collapse. And the economic collapse will be the easiest one to survive. Um, the this one, the potential for what's fixing to happen now is absolutely the scariest of all, because there are so many wild cards. Let's say it's thermonuclear. This all winds up with thermonuclear, this or that. And you know, they're aiming here, but they hit over there because there's somebody tries to knock them out of the way, and yada yada yada. They're supposed to hit where they're supposed to hit, but they don't. They could hit anywhere, and then doesn't matter how careful you were about your planning about where you set your stuff up. You could wind up with 100 megaton, 150 megaton in your little shipping container bunker, and it's you're oops. Just it's that's the other one, Rob. That was the one I've been checking into a lot lately. That I run across a little short about the living allowance cards they got, and that lady was able to get a picture of the back of it with her phone. The guy didn't know she was running the phone, and she zoomed in on it and looked up the stuff on the back of it, and I wish I could remember what the thing was called or whatever. But yeah, I'm really hoping she was blowing smoke. She didn't really look smart enough to blow smoke though. So that's the scary part. I mean, it's was trying to pay attention at the store today, and there were a lot of people in there shopping that because we didn't shop locally. We actually went to a bigger town, so we were tired of not having anything at our store, so we went somewhere where we knew they would have more stuff. And I was like really worried by the number of men running in pairs that you could have assumed they were Hispanic, but they didn't really look Hispanic. So maybe C103 if they're made out of the right stuff, I guess. I'm sure you can buy some off Canadian Pepper that are probably radiation proof, and they're like a Faraday cage or something. They probably got a rucksack built into them, and some way to attach them to your Tundra for sure. Maybe. You keep your head right there. Your face is warm. Are you late getting here, C103? Is this your first appearance there, man? Or Or what? I don't know if I saw you earlier. At least over there, I had a hole dug in the ground. I don't have a hole dug over here. I'm tired and it's cold and I'm hungry. I haven't had supper yet and I'm chain smoking. I apologize for that, guys. I don't. Oh, well, did you see what I got from my sister? That's my only question. Oh, I don't want anybody to miss that. Hell, I'll just show it again just in case. Again, it's not got no pew pew thingamajiggers in it. Twice. You seen it twice? Okay, fine. Here it is again. So, don't know if anybody can tell that I'm super stoked to have that back in that position. It, it was never my gun, but it is now. Now it's mine. I don't hear anything, Sadie. I like uh I like oops stories. As long as nobody gets hurt. I like oops stories. I guess I'm missing more food. I don't know who that is. I don't watch anybody on here anymore. Nobody. Uh, there's not that very many good videos out. I watch Guns Coast to Coast. That's just uh, I really like the way you don't pull punches. Um, he talks about stuff that's outside my pay grade, and I don't play, and I don't play in the stock market. Well, my wife's retirement, but that doesn't. I guess it does, but I don't do any of that stuff. Um, he lost me when he started doing. Well, I was already kind of fed up with him, but his when he'd have the American Prepper on there. Um, I mean, um, the Wooded Beardsman hadn't been putting anything out. His brother still puts out some stuff, which is actually really cool. And Jeremy still putting stuff out. Um, they're all sponsored by Harbor Freight, which is cool. Princess Hot, oh my bad. they still do stuff. You know. Except for I need to call Chris. I'm starting to get worried. Bob got so many irons in the fire. I don't even know. He says he's working on the stuff. We'll see. If I ever get anybody want to go on a road trip down there, I'd like to go see him sometime. That was a plug. I don't know if that went over anybody's head or not, but that's a plug. I ain't gonna be able to go this season though. Man, I've got to get. I've got one built. I've got to get the other one built, and got to go get them. I got to get them blinds set the next 2 weeks. I should have already had the one out there. Probably gonna wind up just running a little pop up blind, which is okay, I guess. It's not what I wanted to do. The one place I just want to go use, I want to brush. Just use brush and then put the burlap over the top of it just to block. Because here you have to worry. I don't leave the blind at 10 a.m. I stay out there. The 2 times I've seen that big buck over there, it's been around noon. So seen several doe over there during the day. No, I didn't know that, Palmetto. I'm 8 hours from Biddy Boo. 10.5 hours from Bear. 14 hours, something like that from a little better than that. 14 and a half, 15 hours from Chip. 20 something hours from Wayne. 6.5 hours from Bob. 2.5 hours from Rob. 2 hours 20 minutes. Yeah, north and south takes longer than east and west. Dallas is only 24, then you're only 27 and a half. It's still 3 days for me. You running solo tonight, Rob? I'd really like to go back to Tennessee. I'd like to be able to go there and spend a month, or at least 2 weeks. Tennessee's beautiful. I'm sorry, Arkansas or the Ozarks and stuff are pretty, but man, ain't nothing like the Appalachians. I like Central Arkansas or West Central Arkansas. It's pretty, the rolling hills and such. Land's expensive over there though, because you can do something with it. It's not all rocky, unarable mountains and stuff. It's all good arable land. Georgia's nice too, though. I like North Florida. I'd like to go to South Florida again, but that'd just be a vacation thing. I don't ever want to live down there again. So, yeah. Coming up on 2.5 hours. Anybody got anything they want to throw out there to talk about? If not, I'm gonna go inside and stop freezing to death. Geez, yeah, it's you got to go further east, man, now to get anything. And see, man, I lived down there in Florida forever. I never made it to the Keys. I would like to go to the Keys, but my next time to the beach, my next trip to the beach, I think we might go down to Galveston or Corpus or something like that. But man, I want to go back to Sea Rim. That's just, man, I liked it over there. It's just awesome. There's no buildings on the beach. Literally, you drive for 30 minutes and nothing to get there, and it's just a park. And yeah, I'd like to go back. Okay, Sherry Lynn. Thanks for coming by. Oh, okay. Talk to you later, Rob. Love you too, brother. Yep, that's it. All my peoples are gonna leave. And see, North Central still got. I like it over there too, man. I was looking at a lot of stuff over there, and it's still affordable too. I mean, you got to take your work with you, but yeah. If we, and I can't see doing it, we're going to have to stumble upon 10 or 20 acres with a turnkey house on it, turnkey barns, turnkey everything. All the work's already done, and it's going to need to be south of us. And I don't want to leave this county, but man, it's beautiful right here. Or I think it is. But you drop south of the Interstate 20 corridor. Oh, You go too far, it starts getting scrubby. But I think it's pretty good. Yeah. 30 minutes over what my stuff would ordinarily be anyway. So, anyway, I don't like dogs, Sadie. I don't. I don't even want you to be my friend. Did the door? Oh, the door got closed. I know what you're after. Anyway, love you people. Y'all be good. I'm gonna go in there and make sure the wife doesn't need any help. We got to get all that stuff done, put up. So we got a big feed tomorrow. So, anyway, y'all be good to one another. Watch your back. The weekend is not over with, and until those people figure out how to get along with each other, this ain't over with. So, anyway, God bless y'all. Still alive, don't die. Make sure you got all your ends tied up. So, love y'all. Y'all be good.